Where'd he go?
Bro, here's the reason why Vision will not be invited to no goddamn
Wait,
cookout.
we're not doing this. We're not doing
Listen.
this. No.
Listen.
Wanda racist anyways, bro. He's just trying to cover it up.
We're not doing this.
Wanda
We're not doing this.
Maximoff.
Wait. Well, let's start this promo real quick, and then we can talk about racist Wanda Maximoff. Gentlemen, this is the People's Podcast with your boy Radio. Well, I got my boys. I got SR.
Justice.
I got Esco.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fellers. We been. No. It's okay because today, whenever you're listening to this, now me and Esco, we won't be on one today because we got some shit to talk about. I mean, obviously, or else why the fuck are we using these microphones? These expensive ass microphones. So, let's just get into the shits because I don't want to do no introduction. This doesn't need it. This doesn't deserve it. Fuck this shit.
Okay. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, it doesn't deserve it. So
Let's get it.
So Justice League, Snyder cut. Okay, not only is he good at making ice cream, apparently he's good at making superhero movies.
It's pretzels too. I think.
Oh, am I thinking of pretzels? Oh shit. Oops.
Yeah.
Well, the pretzels are fire, but the movie is not.
Know your fucking brand, homie.
So, fellas, we've all watched it, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saw
we
it
all-
Saturday with some people.
Okay, man. And you,
It took me 3 days to finish that fucking movie.
We watched. we watched it straight through. We watched it straight through.
Yo, you
Nigga,
think
I got things to do, bro.
fam watching that
took me 3 days.
that movie is a part-time shift.
It is. It's a part. It is a part-time work.
I had to take a 15-minute smoke break, and I don't smoke, fam. Like, okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so first and foremost,
Nigga, I need a whole lunch break, bro.
my God, you could cook Thanksgiving dinner before that movie finishes, like a whole feast for like 13 people.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd say so.
okay, so before we shit on it,
All right.
let's start with the things we liked about it. Okay, because there were some highlights, right? I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't even agree with you guys. So yeah, of course.
highlights. Okay, Superman was tight. That black suit was hard.
Yeah.
That thing.
Oh yeah, and I guess it doesn't matter, but we're doing spoilers because who cares?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert,
Yeah,
little
so
niggas.
spoiler alert. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen it,
If you haven't seen it, you should just listen to this and watch this anyways because it's less than 4 hours. But like, and we're gonna cover it.
We should do a 4-hour
Abridged.
podcast.
Yeah, and see if people actually listen to it.
Yeah. Take that, Snyder. The Snyder cut of this podcast. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Not really. We love Zack Snyder.
I do. He's not the best, but I do like him a lot.
Yeah, he's
for
dope.
a lot
He's
of
dope.
reasons.
We're just talking shit. So, positives. Okay, so, and granted, I don't remember the original cut that
I do.
well.
I do too.
I do.
Do you?
That shit
Okay,
was
so
disjointed.
it was-
okay, so
not good.
you guys will have to help me on this, but from what I remember, okay, so the thing I liked was this: Cyborg played a bigger role. Like he was probably the most important role in that movie.
Which he should because it's about fourth dimension beings like mother boxes and
Yes.
apocalypse, and he's literally the catalyst for like Earth being involved in
Yeah.
that. So just like for them not to do that in the original show, that they were purposely trying to like shit on him.
Yeah,
Like he's literally it's meant to be circled around him.
yeah. So I did like that. I also liked Wonder Woman in that movie. You said that to me in a text message. They actually made her look like Wonder Woman.
Because Zack Snyder has always made Wonder Woman look like Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like Wonder Woman in any of her movies.
Yeah.
Or anywhere else she decides to show up.
Yeah, and I was like, okay,
Fast 5? She showed up in Fast 5 too, right? Anywhere Wonder Woman shows up, she's never Wonder Woman until she's in the Snyder cut. And she's in any Snyder rendition.
Oh
It's like, what were you even doing in that movie? It's centuries after the fact.
Yeah.
yeah. So the people that were interesting in the movie were her, Cyborg, and the Flash.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't care
Yeah.
for Batman in this one.
I did.
Deadass, I didn't care for Batman either, bro.
I did.
And it was like
or fucking Aquaman.
Aquaman, you can push him.
Yeah,
to the side.
I mean, granted, Roman Reigns did a good job of playing Aquaman.
Is this transition into becoming a heel?
He's already heel.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He is now.
Oh,
shout out to AJ.
AJ, we're gonna have you on.
Shout out to
somebody.
AJ.
Much love. But yeah, Aquaman wasn't interesting. Batman. Okay, so the only reason why Batman wasn't that interesting in this one was because I feel like, and granted, I don't remember a whole lot because the bitch was 4 hours long.
Yeah,
but like. I get. He got interesting towards like the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
And that's part of my beef, which we'll get into in a bit. I want to start with what we like first.
Wait, the last 30 minutes?
Yeah,
okay,
that final scene, like
I fucking skipped that shit, bro.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's the part you're supposed to watch at least,
bro. It got to the epilogue.
Well, because you watched part of that with me.
Yeah,
Because he walked in when I was watching that part.
Yeah. Like the last fucking 7 minutes of it?
Yeah, and which was weird because they're not going to do anything with that.
Well, because they can't. That's not his fault. That's why he put that in there because he's like, these are things. It's basically like a scrapbook of like, these are some of the ideas and things that I want to do. It's almost like it's literally like a fan file or it's like an extra file to look at.
Yeah.
To be like to explore the rest of the world that will never be. That he's just like, well, here I can at least give you some of it.
Right.
Because like I'll never have another chance. This is a once in a lifetime moment. So I'm gonna put like these ideas. That shit was supposed to be like part of the sequel. Mm-hmm. That was supposed to be very Mad Max like actually.
Yeah.
Maybe I should watch the fucking epilogue because I was like, bro. Like,
you can't. But again, it doesn't matter. If you watched it, cool. If you didn't, it's not a big deal.
Oh, thank God.
So, yeah, there were certain parts. The action was fine. The action was dope when it happened.
Yeah.
There was no Green Lantern, which there was
a Green Lantern.
There was a Green Lantern, but he got like murked real quick. So I was like, okay.
Do you know why?
Do I know why he got murked?
No, why Green Lantern wasn't in that movie. Snyder has had plans to put put Jon Stewart. Like Black.
I did read that.
He's been trying to put Jon Stewart in his movies.
That'd be better because I actually like that
wasn't
Green
allowed
Lantern. Not because it's black, but because it's actually a much better.
Yeah,
Lantern.
his constructs are way stronger and stuff like
he's
that.
not a little bitch.
Notice who was in the Justice League cartoon. It was Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
Phil Lamar. Shout out to Phil Lamar, who does like every black person's voice besides Cree Summers or whatever.
The Allstate Farm dude.
No. That's the other guy. I forget his name, but
yeah.
WB wouldn't let him. They've always pushed back and said we have other plans for him.
That don't sound promising.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, niggas ain't got shit.
He was like pretty upset about it. He has wanted to put him in movies. He's had ideas.
Is the plan bigger than the Justice League movie? Like I don't get that.
It couldn't possibly be.
I don't.
They're just yanking his chain,
right?
Basically.
So
that shit.
Yeah, the action was tight. I think that was just about it.
Okay.
What was y'all's positives from that? We'll just start with positives and then we'll get into the shit. Or I guess me and Esco will get into the shit.
Positives, I would say, yeah, Cyborg more fleshed out, giving him way more time to act. Ray Fisher or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I'll say some of the cuts that they use from the other characters, like there's like some stuff from the Whedon cut. This is comparing and contrasting, where some of the like like random characters who were getting captured by parademons, like the cuts that Whedon used were like really bad. They didn't like respond to being kidnapped. They just were like staring.
Yeah.
And then like they actually were like fearful and showed, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
I liked
Fearful,
Steppenwolf's design. Even though his backstory was kind of shallow and he like repeated himself, I like that he had more depth to him too.
Okay.
Because it insinuates like more to him, like further down the line, like he betrayed. It's just like there's more going on.
Yeah.
There's more at stake. Why he's so extra thirsty. I love Wonder Woman the way they make her look. I always love the real Wonder Woman in Snyder's movies. Mm-hmm. I like Batman. I liked how he was. I like how he didn't take front seat. Honestly, he filled pretty much the role that like Batman in the comics would, except for he wasn't as crass still until like the nightmare scene.
Yeah,
Batman,
because he was. It was basically the story of Seven Samurai. it was this drawn out like epic of this guy trying to find these people. I think the execution of it didn't feel as like hearty or epic in nature, but he was going across like trying to like do that. I guess my biggest thing is that I'll say one of the strengths of the movie is its storytelling. The weakness is its editing, because it still was edited
You think
very
the
poorly.
storytelling was...
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with storytelling. I think the editing and the execution of the idea was still bad. It was. We'll get into that.
Okay.
Because I really don't think he makes bad stories. I think his editing creates holes and all kinds of stuff, and I'll explain why I have this idea. But I like the action. It wasn't even necessarily anything crazy. There wasn't even a whole lot of it.
No.
I liked it, but I liked the ideas. They were different, like that. Capture the flag with Steppenwolf chasing the Amazonians.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
That was tight.
I thought that was incredible. That was a really fun action scene. I like the power scaling. I really like the power scaling in this movie.
The power scaling.
It shows Superman to look like how Superman should look. It made Flash look pretty damn cool. Way better than he did in the Whedon cut.
Yeah.
It made Cyborg, his powers continuously evolve and look way more important. Like I said, this plot is... I like basically also how it was this almost like this trilogy starting from Man of Steel. Like it was meant to be like the world continues to open up as Superman develops, and that was like kind of the point. It's all this collateral from Man of Steel, which does answer a lot of questions people had when they made fun of that movie. A lot of it's collateral. It's like Man of Steel happened, it destroyed stuff. People weren't okay with it. Batman wasn't okay with it.
Right.
It's like absolute power needs to be taken care of. Da da da. He goes in and try and do something about it. Seizes humanity Clark's humanity a little too late. Superman dies. Mother boxes are like, he's gone. We can start doing our thing. Fourth dimensional beings come. It's literally all one whole thing. It's just the editing is horrendous. But like, I'm trying to think. So I like Batman's position. I think it wasn't sharp enough, but I like the role he played. See, I don't know. I like being in that world. I also like the casting choices for that epilogue. Like the ragtag crew, like that crew that would have been like the new crew. It basically is like Injustice era and Justice League, Flashpoint,
Okay.
like era characters like that. How they looked, I thought that was fucking awesome. I think it was dope. So.
I was like, I don't know why, because I didn't even see Suicide Squad, but I was like, thought it was pretty dope that Jared Leto was in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I didn't see that Suicide Squad. And I mean, his Joker was all right. It looked like so.
Yeah, it was different than the one in Suicide Squad.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I have a whole nother point to that too, because I'll defend him till the day I die. But
that's fair.
That's another point.
I wouldn't be mad at people who defend him.
Yeah.
But
it's like but yeah. So I the music was also great. I thought it was cool.
The only music I really remember was Wonder Woman's,
because it happened every time she stood
really
on screen.
But I wasn't mad at that.
Well, she's got like one of the best themes. That's why
it is, because it's called like chaotic or some shit like
yeah,
that.
She's
I'm
got
like,
one of
it's
the best.
literally chaotic.
Yeah, she's got one of the best themes. Hands down.
like, damn.
Like hands down, and they actually like play it the way it was supposed to be played in Snyder's movies. They always do like different like reprises and motifs of it in her movies, but they don't really like play it. I think Wonder Woman 84 might have played it for a second, and then they fucking played
I haven't watched that yet.
They play Batman's theme song in Wonder Woman 84 in a scene towards the end of the movie.
Did they mean to do? Was he in the movie?
No, and I thought he was going to be, because I heard the music start playing, and what it turns out is that Hans Zimmer and the director, they were like, we needed it as a place filler as we were like making sounds for the soundtrack, and they were like, why don't we just leave it? It's a part of the same universe. And I'm like,
is that how that works?
Nah, I was like, they paid y'all more than all of us to do that.
Oh, Hans Zimmer, you know better.
I was like, he lazy as fuck, but I was like, they put that in there. It was like, it just works because of like what this song stands for. And I'm like, y'all do remember this isn't just a song. This is Batman. It was a beautiful lie, like the dun 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 dun.
Oh, that's a
dun.
Yeah, that's a Batman thing, bro. Like,
Dun dun. That's it,
and that's hard too.
I know.
Yeah.
His theme is
Like,
dope. So like his theme is in that movie. It's when she's giving her speech at the end. Well, it's like, what's happening?
She giving a Dr. King speech, and then it's just like, damn. Okay, that's cool.
So, anyways, yeah, it was
Whatever.
stupid. It was dumb.
All right, Esco.
Sorry, yeah, my bad. I'm a little long-winded per usual.
Christ, this man took for fucking ever.
Per usual, because I'm a Snyder Cut
Brother,
boy.
this boy stinks.
This man took 4 hours to talk about the
I'm a
positives.
Snyder Cut baby.
This is a Snyder cut of Dwayne.
Loaded.
Listen. Mine's gonna be like the fucking original cut. It's gonna be short and very fucking disjointed. The only thing that I will say is the sequence of events made a lot more sense. Because when the first movie came out, without even knowing that they had like an extra 3.5 hours of like footage that they cut out, I'm like,
You could tell.
that shit just didn't fucking flow right. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like they just kept jumping from scene to scene. I'm like, that was fucking bullshit. Like, okay, whatever. So watching this one, I'm like, okay, the events makes a lot more sense. I'm like, okay, so the Amazonian, like the whole thing, cause like that thing was like, oh, he just pops up. We're just gonna play fucking hot potato, and then fucking homeboy gets the shit, and then he gets sucked up, like. I don't
Pause.
fucking know. And then he just jumps to fucking Batman. Like the fuck?
Yeah, because that wasn't
like,
even
bro,
that
what
wasn't in the
happened?
original, right? That was just a flashback.
What?
That Amazonian scene wasn't that just a flashback?
No, it's in the original.
Oh, is it?
It's in the original randomly, and then also it goes to Batman fighting a parademon.
Yeah, for no fucking reason. I'm like,
And
bro, what the
that's-
fuck is going on?
Oh,
And
there
that
was so
scene-
much of it. Yeah.
But that scene where he's fighting a parademon and talks to Commissioner Gordon and them, that doesn't happen in the Snyder Cut till way later, and they don't even show the parademon.
Oh
and
my
stuff like
god,
that.
you're right.
So, but bro, like that. Actually, a plus for me also is that they didn't have the original theme songs in it. I don't care for
and plus,
those. I don't- for
fucking
the new music.
Superman's lip didn't look weird as shit. because
you're absolutely
he
right.
was filming for another
Mission
movie
Impossible.
where like he needed
Is
like
that
a
out?
nice hearty mustache.
It was the one that Fallout. It was Mission Impossible
Yeah.
Fallout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
so-
wasn't that. Yeah,
So
filming
the
for
studio
that.
was like, no, he's not gonna cut his fucking mustache. So they're
Contractually
like, all right,
obligated.
fine, fuck it. Then we're gonna just fucking CGI his whole fucking naked lip.
Yeah.
With silly
And that
buddy.
shit look, that shit look weird as fuck.
Bro, they had that
Bro,
nigga look like Robbie Rotten, bro, from Lazy
bro,
Fam.
bro, they literally took fucking Play-Doh, fucking mushed that bitch up, put it over his face, and cut his lip. Like, I'll be good.
You know what the weird part is? Somebody was editing this and saw this
Somebody got bread over
and
this
was
movie,
like,
bro.
and they
Over this
said,
edit.
They're like, yo, this
they
is
looked
it.
at this and said, "Yeah, that's the one."
Well, that's why some
Like-
people actually have conspiracies that they sabotage this movie. Like
I would too.
because there are some cuts that make it into the Whedon cut. It's like that seems like they were intentionally trying to make it as bad as they could. This
Like
was
that,
really bad.
Like, okay, so yeah, so that first one was fucking bad, but this one was like, okay, like it flows naturally, it makes a lot of sense.
It did flow. The flow was good. I will say that.
Let me see the other positive. I mean, I don't know. I guess it was fucking superheroes in it.
Look, man, all I'm
He's
saying
not
is-
wrong. He's just
under
not
the-
wrong.
Look, I'm under the impression that movie was supposed to be 8 hours long, almost, damn near. Like not
Or
because,
two separate fucking movies.
Well, it was supposed to be 3. That's the thing. He took everything he could and just put it together in one as best he could.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a trilogy. They fail. They lose. Like they win against Steppenwolf, but then they lose and create Injustice era, like
Right.
heroes, and that's when the second movie was supposed to be like Mad Max
Oh, that's why he had to Flash like break his
in Batman
rule.
v Superman.
Yeah.
That's why he shows up because he's trying to win.
Motherfucker.
The nightmare scenes are real. They're not a dream. They're a real like. This is what's going to happen. Because,
Right.
So they're going to lead into this other thing, but
Yeah, it literally goes from
That would have been tight.
yeah. Well, that was what he wanted. He was like, "I got 3-parter, baby," and then the third one is like way. I think it's even farther in the time. He had these ideas before Infinity War came out. Like he had this plan when Batman v Superman came out. That was till like 2016.
bro,
We didn't know about Endgame and Infinity War. We knew it was called the Infinity Saga Part 1 and 2. That's it.
real
Fair.
quick, not to get off topic, but it's like I've seen so many different rendition of like Batman in his life, and there's one that I really saw, and I'm like, I hope, like, you know, like, yeah, Martha and whatever the fuck, like his mom and dad gets fucking murked, right? But instead of, you know, just doing whatever the fuck he did, but he goes like his relative. I forgot. I think it's like Silent Night, or like the Silent Bat, like the bat that's silent, something like that. But he went to his like aunt and uncle's like place to live while his parents was fucking dead, and then the whole thing was like his aunt and his uncle, whatever the fuck it was, like they were trying to get all that money.
Oh yeah, that's the second like multiverse version of like him versus Hush again.
Yeah.
It's
bro.
a silent battle where he's like in Arkham and shit, and he
bro,
like fakes his death.
That shit.
That was actually really good.
That shit would be dope, man. Like they could definitely do so much shit. Like there's so many different renditions of like DC heroes. I'm like, bro, like that shit looks fucking awesome.
That was hot because they had Dick Grayson part of the Court of Owls. He was part of the Court of Owls in that as Grayson. Yeah, I remember it was a good story.
Anywho's, that's a good topic. Yeah, so it flowed good. I mean, that's all. Like, I have a lot of fucking bad because that movie.
Yeah, let's get into the bad. So, I'm here for it. I'm done talking about good shit.
That fucking.
So
movie,
here's my beef, and I will try to explain this as best I can.
Mm-hmm.
But and you might vibe with this, but okay. So not to. I don't like doing this.
What?
Because
sure, saving a lot of room.
Yeah, I don't like doing this, but like I feel like I have to in order to prove, like, to illustrate my point. Marvel did something that was like beyond like holy shit. They made us care about 4 comic book characters that no one cared about before the MCU. Mm-hmm. In Captain America, Iron Man, Thor. Well, okay, maybe not the Hulk as much, but like we'll put him up there just for the argument. No one cared about Captain America before the MCU. Are you kidding me? Don't give me that look. Are you saying people were like, man, did you guys read that new Captain America? He raised taxes by 5%.
Actually, yeah. I mean, during the
Get out of here. Anyway, get the hell out of here. No one cared about fucking Captain America. Freaking Captain Tax dollars and
all right, it's Captain Stimulus check right now.
Captain,
so
goddamn mouth. Give me that stimmy, baby.
Goddamn mouth.
Fucking, oh my god.
Him with the fucking super soldier stimmy.
Yeah, look at that. And think about
soldier stimulus.
And think about it. The only reason why he's good is because his weapon's made from from Africa.
I'm not mad about that. Same thing with, Stark, bro. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Ultron. You remember that's Ultron is Stark's greatest weapon. And vibranium, right?
Anyway. Ultron is from Africa.
Does that mean like Ultron's invited to the cookout?
No.
By proxy. I'm sorry, Wasey.
No, absolutely not.
He's African, bro.
That's true. Him and Vision.
Nah.
Yo.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
man.
but Wanda can't be racist.
Yeah, is the reason.
She can't be racist.
She let him go. That's all I'm saying.
Bro.
Did she let him go or he just leave and she's like, oh, what, snap, where'd he go?
Bro, here's the reason why Vision will not be invited to no goddamn
wait,
cookout.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Listen.
No.
Listen.
Wanda racist anyways, bro. He's just trying to cover it up.
We're not doing this.
Wanda
We're not
Maximoff.
doing this. Wait. Well, let me illustrate this point real quick and then we can talk about racist Wanda Maximoff.
Okay.
And not Black Vision.
Yeah, we're talking about white
Vision.
Yeah.
And Vision and Fishon.
Fashawn.
Anyway.
That nigga is.
I don't know who that nigga is.
Like he's real.
Like I hardly knew him.
Like he owe him money or some shit.
Shit, I don't know that.
Anyway, so Marvel did a thing where they made us care about characters that you wouldn't usually care about. Like, okay, shit, even Ant-Man. All right, pretty much all the characters in the MCU, like either they were unknown or people didn't care about them as much. Guardians of the Galaxy, fucking, Hawkeye, Black Widow. Come on, like, all right,
okay, dude. Guardians of the Galaxy, like when they came out, I was like, who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
I didn't know.
Okay, but they're a perfect example why I like the way Snyder did his movies. You say your point, and I'm gonna respond.
Okay, so
that's the exact reason why I didn't need all that extra shit.
They were telling these stories that were more than just about like their abilities and shit. Like they used these people to tell a compelling story about interesting subjects, right? And so based off of that, like there is like this progression of storytelling where like you actually care about the characters. Tony Stark dies in Endgame, and it's an event. It's not just a scene in a movie to end like a saga. It is an event. Stark's funeral was an event, right?
Yeah.
10 years of character building, right? you see the pivotal of this character building in Iron Man 3, right? And now he's like starting to like change, and it's affecting other characters and so on and so forth, right? We see this relationship between him and Peter Parker, right? Telling these stories that make you care about the character. Shit, I fucking was sad when Widow died in theory, right? They make us care about characters that we wouldn't have cared about before, because there's personality to them. There's the writing, which is good, right? WandaVision, same thing. Made me care more about Wanda and Vision.
Yeah, despite her problems. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Despite her.
And which I mean, that means Stark was right.
Yeah. Hey man, she killed all those people in Nigeria, man. I'm just saying.
Stop it! We're not doing this right now. We're not doing this.
I thought it was Legos.
Yeah, Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, that's no.
Is it Legos or Lagos?
I don't know.
Lagos. It's Lagos, Nigeria.
It's Lagos.
I was like, Legos? They build blocks?
Yes,
Anyway,
nigga.
So, and I think they'll do that with Winter Soldier and Captain Solstice.
I haven't even seen that one yet.
Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, I haven't
Captain Falcon, Winter Solstice.
It's literally just me and Sean Kroger hanging out. Like,
Yeah,
shout out to
essentially.
Sean Kroger.
So it's boring?
You don't even know him.
But he opened the fucking with it, I guess.
Shout out to last week's episode.
You're Stone Cold Savage.
Okay, so anyway,
It's a thrill ride, okay? It's actually a blast.
I guess what do you guys do? Just drink milk?
And other stuff. It's not like we just drink milk. Leave me alone.
Oh, all right, I
Y'all
guess.
niggas weird.
Yo, yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said. Okay, I was like, okay. Anyway, so Marvel made us care about characters that we wouldn't have cared about before, right?
Word.
So here comes the Justice League,
Oh Lord.
right? And let's rewind time. Let's like go back further. They give us that bullshit Man of Steel movie.
Whoa. Hold up.
Literally watch your mouth.
I actually like that one. I was
Yeah.
I liked it too when it wasn't on.
See,
Damn.
he's about. Yeah, okay.
like, this
Go ahead.
boy is mad
Go ahead.
disrespectful, bro.
Hey, go ahead, man.
I mean, I'm glad he finally threw a punch. That's a plus.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
This nigga woke up
gotta
and
say?
chose violence,
He did.
bro.
He did. It's late too, so he been
What the?
this dude, he's been upset all day.
I've been
It's
upset
like
all
almost
week.
10 o'clock. Yeah, he's
been
been
upset all
holding
week.
this in. Okay.
Jesus Christ. man.
So they gave us this bullshit Superman story, about Martha being the same woman that Batman's mom is, or some bullshit like that.
Friendship, nigga.
Like, what in the Pokemon hell is that? Like, word? Oh, we got the same Pikachu, dog. That's crazy. You want to be best friends? All right, let's go save the world.
Look, ain't nobody gonna be mad in Kong versus Godzilla when it happens again. Is all I'm saying.
Don't say that, because I really hope it doesn't happen. Like, Kong and Zilla
It's
find
the
out that
Mothra,
Mothra...
bro. It's gonna be Mothra. Everybody knows that's
Don't
coming.
do that. God.
Monster.
Save Mothra. Everybody knows that joke is coming. Everybody knows it's coming.
Yo, and then there's like a Stranger Things crossover because she's in it for some reason, and then like the red guard. It's like just a big whatever.
It's gonna be a mashup.
Hey,
It's a mashup.
Going with your point.
Anyway,
Hating ass nigga.
Justice League. Now, granted, they don't have. I'm not saying they have to do the same thing that Marvel did.
They don't.
They don't. But at the same time, while the storytelling was okay and good, and some of the characters were like again, Cyborg played a better and bigger role and whatnot. At the end of the day, I didn't give a damn about any of the characters. Like, they tried to do so much in 4 hours, and granted, granted, given the circumstances, sure, it probably would have been more drawn out in different movies, but like, they told these different story arcs and they expected me to care at the end about certain things.
Yeah.
Like,
It does feel a little empty. Like, even when Superman died in Batman v Superman, it didn't feel compelling. It didn't feel like there was much weight to it.
that's different because he comes back.
People were upset when Black Panther lost to Killmonger in theaters because they thought he was. They don't understand storytelling.
That's
clearly
fair.
because the movie was not over yet.
That's fair.
But they were still upset.
That's fair.
I was shocked when Thanos got his head cut off in Endgame in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yo,
But the movie wasn't even over. It's a 3-hour movie. So I'm just saying.
Thor did not waste any time.
Exactly,
He just,
so I'm just saying,
he just
like,
rolled up, man.
I'll even go this far. I'll even say, I think a good example of what they failed to do was Lord of the Rings. Gandalf dies in the first movie. People who know the story know he's coming back, but that moment, Khazad-dûm, like people were still moved by that.
Right.
It was like, damn, this motherfucker going because they think he's going. I mean,
right.
Look how sad they look.
Okay. Okay, so I'll give you that. That's a fair
it's
point.
Possible.
That's fair.
I think they just didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
I think part of it is editing. I swear, it's not just the fact that it's storytelling. I think it's just bad editing and execution of an idea. Because the idea of you wanting to care for a character isn't necessarily bad. Just the way they did it was booty.
Yeah, it's just nothing about it was like, because I feel like at the end of the day, it's a basic story. Guy wants to destroy the universe or rule the universe. Mm-hmm. Group of superheroes team up. There's nothing really beyond that unless, again, I miss something in those 4 fucking hours, right? Yeah. With the Avengers, it's like, okay, they team up, save New York because Loki wants to rule New York. Okay, that's pretty basic, right? Same thing in Avengers 2. Ultron wants to rid humanity and whatever and start his own thing.
By the
you
way.
know,
Secret plug.
What? Ultron?
Yeah.
Better than the first one?
Yeah, secret plug.
I'm not mad at that. I liked Age of Ultron.
I
People
just like
shit on it for whatever reason, but
yeah, people. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
whatever. Fuck it. But then you have but then it's like weird because you do have these like sleeper villains that have compelling stories, like a Killmonger. You know, like a
Baron Mordo too.
Baron
Mordo. They
Mordo.
flesh him out more.
Yeah, Baron Mordo had a compelling story. Like there,
Baron Mordo?
The dude from Doctor Strange, the
Doctor
black
Strange,
dude.
the guy who should have been Black Panther, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah,
Dude from
Victor Sweet.
Doctor Strange.
The black-
Oh, him.
Victor
Yeah.
Sweet, you know, motherfucking Victor Sweet, bro.
yeah. So like here,
But I think Stranger Things for like some fucking reason.
because we were talking about Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so, and then you have Thanos, right? Thanos wants to get rid of half of humanity so it can survive and thrive even more. And it's like, damn, that kind of low-key makes sense. I don't blame him for some reason. At the same time, it's kind of fucked up, right?
Yeah, and the fact that he thinks he's the one to do it,
Right.
is the problem.
Yeah, that's the
people
problem.
didn't see the issue with that,
Right.
which means most people are evil secretly.
I
They missed
will
part.
admit that.
He's a silver-tongued liar. He was evil.
Yeah.
The way he did Loki had nothing to do with balance. Is all I'm saying.
Right. Oh, no. Exactly. No. Nope. It sure didn't. It sure
People forgot
didn't.
that. They was
I
like,
mean,
oh,
I
he's kind of
didn't.
right.
Yeah.
What happened at the beginning of the movie? No, he's just actually evil.
Yeah.
And he's lying to himself and to everybody.
Sure is. But okay, so then there are these compelling stories that's told throughout the MCU, right? That make you talk and discuss things like shit. We still debate the fucking Civil War till this day, and that movie came out 4 years ago,
Good job.
5 years ago.
Good job on them. That's the point.
That's fucking dope,
and
right?
they did a good job at that.
So here we have DC and Justice League and all that bullshit being like, okay, let's just have these people team up for like a giant event and nothing compelling about it besides they're just powerful, right? It seems like with DC, it's like the movie is it's about like their powers more than it is like any kind of like deeper storytelling versus Marvel. It's like, I don't want to say it's like opposite, but it's like,
Well,
it's not as much about like their abilities.
there's a message in DC film, but it's usually overarching. Each character has their own like arcs and things going into it, but they're very shallowly handled. And then like the overarching message, it's all feeling or funneling into that, but a lot of the emphasis is on action, is on their power.
Right.
But there is always like this, like these different ideas or messages that are being like thrown into the movies.
Right.
Since Man of Steel, like since like the on the nose messianic like symbolism of Superman and Clark Kent throughout Man of Steel, and the idea of like you can be whatever you want to be kind of thing, because he was the first Kryptonian to have that freedom to choose kind of thing. It's a bunch of that shit, and even in this one where Flash, that could have been really important if it was just his movie.
Yes.
About him talking to his dad, and it's like you have the
There was
time
potential
now
there.
to change your future.
There was potential there.
There was.
Yes.
But they very shallowly handled it and rushed through it. But it's like that could have been a whole arc of one whole movie, and then that moment where he did that thing
Yes.
would have been like that big breakthrough at the end of like his movie.
Yeah.
It would have been like, oh, he did it. It still felt cool, but it didn't feel as weighty. And I'll say,
Nah, that shit was weak.
name one Zack Snyder movie that you can even think of where any of the like any major character death left you kind of like damn, except for maybe
Did he direct?
Watchmen.
What about Interstellar? Was that him?
No,
Oh shit, never mind.
that's Nolan.
Oh yeah, I keep for
besides Watchmen, and he pretty much almost one for one adapted that movie. So he had what's his name?
Who died in that one? I forget.
Rorschach.
Oh, okay.
AKA shout out to Jeremy West. But like,
wait, real quick, which movie was it that Superman fought Doomsday?
That was Batman v Superman.
Yeah, which was Superman Doomsday, the story arc mixed with like the Dark Knight. He basically will mix a bunch of ideas from different comics and throw them all out there, and it doesn't give him enough weight because he's like, he did the Dark Knight Returns, he did Superman Doomsday, and he did like 2 other stories.
Isn't
in that one fucking thing?
Well, like, isn't Doomsday low key like a fucking Kryptonian or something like that?
Yeah, that was in the movie.
Yeah, because it's like, for me, like there's 2 bad guys in DC that I fuck with. That's Doomsday and Darkseid. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, both of those guys can kill fucking Superman. Mm-hmm. And it's like, those guys are at the same level as like a Thanos type crisis, where it's like, if they wanted to, like especially Doomsday, like they could have literally had a whole build up that Marvel did and bring Doomsday, because
they rushed him.
Because like Doomsday doesn't give a fuck, man.
They rushed him.
Like, he literally could just fucking kill any and everybody.
That's what I'm saying. That whole last
and
bit,
it made him look like a fucking Ninja Turtle, bro.
That whole last bit of that movie was painfully rushed.
He did look like Leonardo.
I was upset,
it was painfully rushed, and but the interesting part was that that they used Zod, the villain that he killed before. So it's almost like his mistakes or his decision is coming back to haunt. There's like I said, there's motifs, there's ideas, there's symbolism, but the execution is like not the greatest. It's almost like a kid tried to do it. He films like a kid almost.
So whose fault is it? Is it the director, or is it like the fucking studio that was like, we're only giving you time to do this whole thing because we see what Marvel's doing and we want to catch up?
It's both, but he doesn't. The thing with him is, I don't think he should make film. I think he should make miniseries.
Honestly, like,
that's the. I really think.
I feel like DC's better format, but for like miniseries.
Yeah, it is, and it should be stories and stuff like that instead of trying to catch up with these guys in Marvel. But
Marvel literally took 12 fucking years.
Yeah, he is better at miniseries style, like, because his editing, it's so bloated. He's so bad with that, but his ideas aren't bad. It's like, but if he could have just did it a little bit better, and then he'll he'll execute certain things. That's the point. It was like to see his vision, not the fact that he was like able to do it the best anybody could. It's still Zack Snyder. He has all these dumb. Can I real quick get into this one point that I've been wanting to make? So this is one of the reasons why I think that movie is probably supposed to be longer, or the editing was an issue where he put stuff from like the second movie or some other part in there to just so he could have it in the movie to make the movie instead of it being like necessary.
Okay.
Martha Kent, Martian Manhunter scene.
Oh yeah,
that doesn't make any sense narratively.
It really doesn't.
Which means that I think there was a whole sequence building up to that. That was the first time they even showed Martian Manhunter. Normally he's around as Swanwick. Since Man of Steel, he's been General Swanwick, the black guy.
Yeah.
They don't show him as Swanwick the entire movie. First time you see him, he's Martha Kent. For what reason did he show up to Lois Lane to talk about? They were both mutually grieving over Superman.
Right.
And it was like that. It almost takes the steam out of that scene because it's like mother-in-law and you are reminiscing on this guy, and it turns out it's not even her. We don't even know where the fuck she was at that time. We just saw her leave at one point, even if that was even her. And then she comes back later and it's really her. The only thing I can think of was that it was him grieving with her for, because he also was like, well, this guy who I've been keeping an eye on is going to this other alien, like, that sucks.
Right.
But I don't think Zack Snyder's ever been that smart. I don't. I've never thought him to be that smart. I think the original idea was that there's a longer, even more bloated story arc of Lois Lane grieving and mom grieving and losing the house and things happening, and then he comes back around as Swanwick and some other stuff happens because they even throw him back in at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that was weird.
You know what I mean? It was just like, there's all these things. There's like, I just chalked it up to, once again, him having still a very bloated story and idea. Mm-hmm. And then he just threw it in there because he was like, it's got to make it in there so people knew that he was at least going to be in there like I promised. That rumor that Swanwick has been Martian Manhunter this whole time is true. Here it is.
Oh, because people were theorizing that.
People have been theorizing that since Man of Steel.
Okay.
That nigga procrastinated, bro. That's
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like that's.
Well, wait, did he procrastinate? Because
like that's literally what that movie feels like.
His tightest movie was Man of Steel out of all three. Of
Yeah,
them.
that was like that movie
tightest.
was
It was,
actually pretty good. Like one of the best Superman videos.
Was it
still had dumb shit in it.
procrastination, or was it like because didn't he have to leave the project because of some shit?
Yeah, so his daughter committed suicide.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's why at the end it says for autumn or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at that situation, but it was just.
I know what you mean.
I'm just trying to clarify for
Oh.
these
No, we'll leave it
motherfuckers
on.
out
They
here.
can pay for that part.
Yeah, the Patreon account.
Like y'all motherfuckers need to calm down.
No, because like I know he had to step away from that project altogether because of that. There was also some things besides that going on apparently that I feel like would have ended up him leaving anyway.
Yeah, they fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Bro, WB has been trying to finesse my guy. Like they don't like him.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
They
shit
do
behind
not
the
like
scenes
him.
shit.
Why? And they don't like Ben Affleck. I don't know.
Is that why they scrapped the Batman movie?
Well, Lord, he was going to direct that shit and be in it.
If he would have did that, oh my god,
Ben Affleck was going to direct that movie.
I'm in.
and
I'm
be
in for
it.
that.
And he was supposed. That was going to be the movie that gave Deathstroke more time. That was going to be the guy.
Oh my
It was
god,
going to be almost like Arkham.
That
Origins or
would've
whatever.
been-
That would have been dope as fuck, bro.
especially if he's direct because he can direct. Ben
Yeah, he
Affleck
can.
can direct.
He did The Town, right?
The Town and Gone Girl.
Yeah,
Gone
this was
Girl
like-
is fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Fire.
Oh, wait, I think Gone Girl might be David Fincher. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
I
Don't quote me
thought
on
David
that.
Fincher wrote the book and he directed
Okay,
it.
that's what I was like. Don't quote me. I don't remember.
Or maybe it was both. I have to double check.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But
I just know, yeah, he's not. Yeah, well, and that's like I said. That's how. Yeah, I don't know. Movie is too long, super indulgent in sequences that are totally unnecessary, like the Norwegian girl singing and sniffing sweaters, like
Wait, what?
extra slow motion that happened. A couple more sequences
Wait, there was the original girl singing and sniffing sweater.
when Aquaman first shows up.
yeah, it was
And they were
weird.
just
It was
like,
fucking
it
weird.
literally stays on her. And it's like, oh, that's cool, like culture, but it's like, no, that didn't need to happen. You could have made that like a TV clip or something. Like that didn't even make it in the movie.
I thought they were singing the Lord of the Rings theme song at first. I was like, oh, I know. No, I don't.
Even
Bro.
Steppenwolf's like his scenes, he kept saying the same stuff every time they showed him talk to the side technically with like minimal progress. It was like that was kind of
I was wondering. I was like, why do I feel like
just
I
was like-
rewinded the movie?
he just was like the parademons smell the box. The people they smell it. We're on their trail. Next time the parademons still smell it. Like,
the box.
third time, we have 2 of the boxes now, but the parademons still smell another one.
It's weird because like the dude he was talking to, I was like, how come he's not annoyed yet? Like,
He was like, "Fuck this nigga, bro." That's why he was like, "You ain't coming back home."
like, fam, what's the update? He's like, all right, I still got 2. The
parademon smell.
Yeah, exactly. The dude should have been like, bro, what?
But the one box they couldn't find was the one the humans hid in some dirt, like 2 inches of dirt. They dug the
Fam.
shallowest grave.
Fam,
Bro.
it was in one of those like little memory capsule things that little kids made.
Bro, I legit cause like you see
that one.
you see fucking Cyborg just like going ham, punching the ground and digging. I'm like, oh bro, this dude's about to fucking dig like 6 feet
I thought he
under.
was gonna make a space shovel at least with his hand. and do
Yeah, something
something.
like that. Or at least fucking blast the ground. But no, this nigga was digging like literally this much.
Like,
And then put that bitch in there just like
like motherfuckers hit Jumanji better than that.
Yo, that's facts.
Them
That
little
is
ass kids
facts.
hit Jumanji better than that,
That
fucking
is
mother box.
facts.
Oh my
Only the
God,
original
bro.
Jumanji. We do not
Yeah,
recognize
yeah,
the
yeah,
Rock
no.
remake bullshit.
No, we don't.
what is that?
Exactly.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Hey, wait, are you being serious?
I never heard that shit.
All right, good. Yeah, we on it. Yeah, we are.
What is that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, that. That's a,
I think the
did
movie
that.
was a 7 though. Yeah. With
You being gracious.
all of its context considered, it was deliberately bloated for reasons. Like he was like, guys, like this is all I have left. This is a very cathartic experience. Like for my daughter, this, that, and the other. It's like I'm giving you extra shit because this is it. Like I'm basically giving you a draft of something as polished as I possibly can to still feel like a movie. Instead of like having I guess what he could have did was just have like a bunch of deleted scenes or sequences and ideas and like commentary.
You might as well do that.
Because I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with 2 more versions. I already know he's doing a black and white version that might have more scenes of the Joker because he filmed more scenes. That's what I'm saying. Like, even this movie was cut. And I think either that's going to happen and they're going to do another one that's even shorter.
What in the Resident Evil and you beat this on hard mode and unlock a new filter?
Yeah, he's doing.
Bullshit is this?
It's basically Zack Snyder Plus. It's Justice League Plus, like New Game Plus.
It's literally like
I'm dead serious. He's making a black and white one already, which I think is an homage to like the 7th.
He's making it, or he's like editing it.
Well, editing it. Yeah, it's just some color correction, maybe some chops. He might add more.
We don't need more
scenes.
versions of this movie.
this nigga was not prepared for this presentation. Like, so
that's what I'm saying.
So he's literally up there stalling for time and putting emphasis on the word "the"
and
and
like that's when they went slow motion.
like that's what this nigga was doing, bro. Like,
I read that
what
that 10% of the movie was in slow motion.
Oh, I would
mean,
imagine
it was a
I would
pretty good
imagine,
amount of it was.
Yeah, I would
slow
imagine
motion,
so.
man.
It slowed the
And
movie
I'm
down
like,
a lot.
only 10%. That
Because-
movie was 4 fucking hours. You're telling me only 10% was in
I would
slow
imagine-
motion?
I would imagine.
I mean, that's got to be at least like what fucking 45 minutes, 40 minutes of it.
Do they mean actual slow, like because of the Flash? Is that what they meant by that?
I
well,
mean,
there's
yeah.
more than just the Flash too.
Yeah, there's like Aqua. Ooh,
Every scene, every character
talk
has
about-
slow motion.
talk about fucking Aqua. Oh my. Okay, so I just had this fucking little bone to pick with Aquaman.
Go ahead.
All right.
Take your time.
So it was literally towards the end when they were fighting Steppenwolf.
Stepdad Wolf.
Stepping in Wolf. I don't fucking know his name. So anytime when he went to fight the Parademon smells the box.
That's the name of this episode. That is the name of this episode.
The Parademon. No, when he was fighting the Parademons and he like this nigga can't fly, right?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah. Yo. Go ahead. But yeah. Oh. Damn.
so
Go ahead. Speak your
so
shit.
this nigga was like literally dropping, and then fucking Cyborg caught his bitch ass, and then his response was, "My God." I'm like, that's weird. And then another scene happens, and I think it was like Superman or somebody comes in,
Yo.
and then like he has another corny ass line.
Well, I really do think they just let Jason Momoa be himself.
Who?
Jason Momoa,
God, he's
Kyle Drago, whatever the fuck.
he's
like
literally
No,
like,
that's Roman Reigns.
He's literally
sorry,
like
Roman
every
Reigns.
fucking frat dude, man.
they literally, because he be acting like that offset and stuff. Like I think they're just like, dude, do whatever you want. Because even when he was talking,
Let's go ahead and
to
be
Batman,
you.
he was like, so you're just like a bat. He's kind of badass. It's like he's just like,
Yeah,
he's
bro.
like, I think they just were like, here, all right, man, just don't hurt us.
It low-key sound like he had lines, but for some reason they all got deleted, and so he was improvising.
Yeah, but
Like-
so the original Justice League trailer, like from the Whedon cut, bro, somebody had edited that scene, and he was like, "My nigga," like when he threw it, it was so good. It was so good, bro. Like that was back then. I don't know if it's still on YouTube. But
Why
it
does
was,
that
like,
not make the
back
Snyder
then.
cut?
Right? Why didn't that make the Snyder cut?
Oh,
My nigga.
He would have been canceled so bad. Oh my god. Damn.
Yeah, so fucking
Yo.
Aquaman's character was fucking dry as hell. The only
I thought he
thing
was alright.
he brought was just looks. Like that nigga just he's a handsome man. He is universally a handsome man.
I thought there was a shallow nod to his complexity when he was, and they delve into it in his movie of how he's the representative of Atlantis, even though he doesn't even want to take up that because like he's not accepted by either world. And,
Oh, so he's Logic.
yeah, basically he's Logic, and he
Shout out to Logic though.
Logic and Loki and Killmonger in a way, but he's kind of like that, and you see it a little bit because he's like, this is pre his movie in the timeline technically.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I
Justice
couldn't
League-
fucking tell.
What happens is he shows up in Justice League and it's like, bro, fuck all of this, that, and the other, like da da da, and he's a drifter. He's never really even in Atlantis. He's barely on shore, and then they're like, come on, bro, and then he finally starts helping people a lot more and being more lighthearted in Aquaman. This is like the before all of that.
Literally, when Batman went to try and talk to fucking Aquaman in that little sea shanty area place, it gave off the same energy as when Thor
I was just thinking that.
was literally at the same little shanty place, but it was like, I don't give a fuck, I got beer.
Yeah. Well,
Some
I mean,
shit like that.
this movie came out first. came out first technically. That sequence was in the original trailer.
But Drake says not about who did it first. It's about who did it better.
That's true. It was in game. It was in game with Noob Master 69, aka Mephisto.
AKA the guy from fucking Geek Squad, bro.
Wait, who?
Bro, they find out who Noob Master, whatever the fuck his name is.
69?
Yeah. They found him because, like, in...
like, legit?
Yeah. In The Winter Soldier, when Cap and Black Widow was going to the Apple store.
And it was in the mall.
Yeah. In the mall scene.
Yeah.
And the dude
it was the dude from Best Buy?
Yeah. That was Noob Master.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. They said who he was, literally, like, the promo for Falco and the Winter Soldier.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. because they were at a Microsoft store and they were playing games.
Oh yeah. That's the new Xbox promos.
Yeah.
So Xbox and like watches. I forgot what brand of watch, and then Microsoft like Xbox commercials. Anthony Mackie and them, they've been on the commercials or whatever talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you know how to play? He was like, I'm an inventor, just like the other. He was like saying stuff. Yeah.
So Anthony Mackie, aka
like
Falco, pretty much is like
Doc.
they're playing, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, dude, I play this game. Like my tag is Noob Master fucking 69." And someone was like, "Yo, that's the same dude that was whooping fucking Thor and Korg." Hi, my name is Korg.
My name's Korg. He was so.
Bro, that movie's ass.
All right, what is
we done?
Thor Ragnarok?
No, we done with you.
Wait, shut the fuck up.
We done with you. Can't.
Nigga, you enjoy that fucking Snyder 4-hour bullshit, bro.
You gotta go to Schneider's Donuts, my guy.
Shout out to Snyder's Donuts.
Bro, this nigga, bro, that
Thor Ragnarok is way better than the Snyder Cut. Are you kidding me?
bro.
I just don't.
But don't change your mind.
No,
now.
it is. I just don't like it very much.
Wait, Thor Ragnarok
anymore? Yeah, I just don't like it very much anymore. I don't like watching it anymore.
Why? Because
it's
it's not 4 hours.
It's all watched out. It's like watching The Emperor's New Groove to me with live action Norse characters.
All right,
which isn't a bad movie. But just like
motherfuckers took off his groove, bro.
Yeah, it's literally like watching Emperor's. Nothing's wrong with it, but it's just like I don't
killed his
enjoy
father.
Watching that movie a lot anymore.
The nigga killed his father.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, who's
Isaiah, where would you put Thor Ragnarok?
As far as what, like in the MCU, or just like
MCU? Yeah, where would you guys put Thor Ragnarok? MCU, and
it sure wouldn't be top 5. I know that for sure.
Shit, it's weird because it's like as far as importance.
No, just like your where would you put it? And then what would you rank it out of 10? What would you rate it out of 10 in context of comic book movies? Man, not like
that's
all
a tall
time
order,
like,
nigga.
brilliant movies. I think it was just the most formulaically executed. Like it's the perfect formula of every. It is Disney Marvel in its perfected state.
I mean,
to me.
I wasn't mad
it's
at it,
catered to like the layman comic book like observer. Like they don't know shit about Thor.
Bingo.
Like they don't know nothing. It's like it's literally what Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but
did.
who honestly knows that much about Thor?
Well, the thing is not even so much as that. It's just an issue because not an issue. Basically, my issue with it was that other movies where there are characters you don't know nothing about, they don't hide who they actually are. They'll adapt them, but they don't fully reinvent them. Is what I'm saying. He needed to be reinvented because he was boring. I'll say, even though in context of everything, his movies have weight because it was good storytelling across the whole MCU. Mm-hmm. My thing is what I'm saying is that they had to reinvent him. They literally killed off the entire Warriors 3.
They did.
And no, actually, they killed off the Warriors 3, and then Lady Sif was never nowhere to even be found.
Yeah, that bitch was.
They never did tell where the fuck
it's because they completely reinvented him, and nobody who even knows anything about comic books or cares would never even think about it. They probably didn't even realize who those people were who died, even though they saw the last 2 movies.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, to be fair, they did
corny,
recast Raphael from Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, they recasted the Asian dude too.
Did they?
Yeah, I think the only one who was the same was Volstagg. He kind of looked like Ray Stevenson. They might have recasted all of them. I'm just saying.
Are you sure?
Nobody.
Yeah, the Asian dude
needs
was
to
different
know.
from the first one. the first Asian guy was totally different than the second one, actually, from what I remember.
Oh damn, I'm racist. Okay, fuck.
All I know is that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that
He said he racist.
I thought it was the same
It's
dude.
not a bad movie, but it's like it's the perfect. It is the best Marvel Disney movie. Some of the other ones still have flavor and influences from their directors.
I mean, if it's a rebrand, it's a good rebrand.
Yeah, no, I think it is. It helped him. It fixed him. But all I was saying is that like, it's just too like.
Well,
exactly what Marvel Disney is, and I can't handle that. Like all the humor and all that shit all the time, and how shallow some of the important story parts are because they made it funny.
But Thor being as powerful, we didn't need Thor to be that powerful back then yet.
I'm okay with him being strong. That was really cool. That was like the best part about them. We're super off topic.
Yeah,
So
we're
I
super
didn't mean
off
to like
topic.
the track.
That's how you know that movie was trash. We ended up talking about Marvel because
No, Snyder Cut isn't that. It's so Snyder Cut. I think is I don't even. It's such a cop out to call it like to not want to call it a movie and not.
How'd you say his name again?
Snyder.
Snyder.
I think it was just
Snyder.
I think it was a high 6,
Rob
a 7
Schneider.
You are great. You are generous.
for everything that taking everything into account.
Were you that nigga 7?
Yeah. In context of comic book movies, what's a 7 for you?
What's a 7 for me?
I think only 2 X-Men movies are over a 7.
That's not saying much.
Okay, but some people like more than 2 X-Men movies. I'm just putting it in context.
Are we talking about just Marvel or just DC? Or just like
comic book
overall?
movies? Comic book movies. Period. What's a 7 for you?
Something that I really enjoyed.
I'm just saying, what is a 7 to you?
Not that movie.
Nigga, for me, it's gonna be biased, nigga. Wakanda Forever, my nigga.
So Black Panther's a 7 out of 10 for you?
Wakanda Forever, yeah.
Out of comic book movies, what's a 10? What's a?
I'm giving Black Panther 9.
Yeah, I would give Black Panther a 9. What's either a high 8 or a 9?
I give Black Panther 7 through 10
At the same time?
at the same damn time,
just saying.
bro.
That's
what I'm saying.
crazy.
I think Snyder, because I would give Wonder Woman, the first one, like a 6.5.
Yo,
And I think Snyder Cut is better than Wonder Woman. So I have to. There's other movies that I think it's better than, despite its flaws. So it eventually went up to a 7. Some of these other movies are underneath it.
real quick. Okay, so the first Wonder Woman movie was actually fucking enjoyable.
I think
I fuck with it.
I think that movie is ass.
I don't give a fuck. What happened to the second?
Immediately dismissed it. Immediately
care.
dismissed it. That's
I know
crazy.
you don't. I know you don't.
So
I know you don't.
what happened to the second one? Like that second one was fucking ass, bro.
Did y'all watch it? I haven't watched it.
I watched it,
Me and Elle saw it. We had fun watching it, but the whole time I was like, "Wow,
bro. I was sad.
I listened to a review on it, and it was hilarious.
It was fucking horrible.
I think it's just as bad as the first one, just in a different time,
Bro.
I think the first act, bro. No, I think the first and second act of the first movie was better, and I think the second act of this movie was better than the first movie's last. It's like I think they balance each other out. I think people just didn't like it as much because the period it was in. There's nothing significant or enjoyable about the 80s other than like bullshit nostalgia at this point. And it's like
I mean, it was racism.
well, yeah, but it was like it was a period.
Was there any black people in the
It was a
movie?
quote unquote period piece. Just like the first Wonder Woman, it was a period piece. It was during the World War, and people fuck with it. It was literally just DC Captain America.
Bro, this chick was swinging on
with
fucking
even more plot holes.
lightning,
Like
nigga.
the movie was a corn. Wonder Woman 84 gave her so many powers without talking about it, and was just like, that's just how it works.
Wait,
Bro, and she got
a.
a
just the way
fucking
it is.
invisible jet. Like how, dog?
Because they keep gassing those jets for
How?
some reason, and they
Wait,
do that.
tell me about the armor thing, because I heard a review about the armor thing and how like she had it, and
my
then
God.
explain that because like they explained it, and I was crying.
Okay, so that's dumb, but I do like okay, I thought the nod was really cute. The original bearer of the armor was Linda Hamilton or Linda Carter. Sorry,
Okay.
the original Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because she like shows up at the end and there was like, I thought you were dead from centuries ago, and she was like, bing. I'm like, whoa, this movie sucks.
Wowee.
Yowzers!
But that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking Sears commercial,
Bro.
Like during like Thanksgiving.
A
or something.
Sears
Yeah, it's awesome,
Bro, I literally gave up on that movie when I saw her swinging off of lightning. My nigga, I was like,
Well, they
in
showed
the commercial that shit looked badass.
I was
but
like, done.
in context,
Yeah, it was-
in context. You're just like, wow, this is really
done.
stupid.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it
yo.
looked hard in the preview, and I'm like, oh,
Okay.
this might be tight.
Real
But
quick,
then-
okay, Snyder Cut, not that great. Let's concede to that for sure. Not that great. I enjoy it.
yeah.
Biasly, I give it a 7. If I had to
Okay.
be super ultra critical, I'd give it like a 6.5.
Okay, Esco, what are you giving it?
What am I giving it? Nigga, I give that shit like a 4 or something like that.
Shit, you took my score because I'm giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 4 too because that shit was 4 fucking hours.
A 4 from. It's like Club Trump. If you go over each one, it counts for each one at that point. So
you know what the weird thing was? You know what's weird? And I was shocked that I caught myself saying this. I wanted more Superman.
Yeah, he was barely in it. But and that wasn't the point. I mean,
then when he showed up, it was like meh. Like there was that. I was mad because like he shows up, dude hits him, not even impressed, and I'm like, oh,
That's literally what I was feeling. I was like, this my sentiment exactly. Not even impressed, my nigga. Like, thank you.
Yo, let's go. Let's go. But he was like, not even impressed. And then like, he didn't really do a whole lot. Cause like, he was like, all right, I gotta show up. This movie's about to end in like at least 35 minutes. So I should probably like breathe in on him or some shit like that.
Which he did.
Which he did.
That was really cool. I got scared though because he kept punching him. Like even when they were like people were talking and doing other stuff, you could still see him punching him in the back.
Punching him fucking.
Because he was getting all the action he could. It's like, bro, I've been waiting like 3.5 hours to get in this damn movie.
Wait, so why did he come back confused as fuck?
His last memory was like conflict and shit. It was just like he's been dead and he just came back and was like, what the hell is happening? Like, where am I? What's going on? I think it was just like amnesia and shit.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I gave that shit a 4.
A 4.
You know, like when when Superman came back, it gave me the same energy as like near the end of the Mandalorian when like they're fighting those fucking robots, and those robots are like, yeah, like those things are a fucking problem, and then they end up dropping like fucking 40 of them niggas on them, and out of nowhere the fucking Jedi comes. And then he literally just like starts cutting them. I'm like, bro, I forgot how fucking strong Jedis really were, and how weak this fucking robots actually are.
They're there to put him over. It basically Steppenwolf was a jobber.
Yeah,
and he was, but he was a glorified one. And then because you see how strong he was, and he's that much weaker than Darkseid, and then you see Superman make him look even weaker. So it's like this whole arena of villains or who Superman was going to match up against. We're gonna need him basically. He was a jobber. Like he put Superman over seriously, and like with the power scaling, because like same things happen. It happens with Goku all the time in Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? Yeah. He shows up at the last second.
I don't take care of my kids.
So you give it a 4.
Yeah, we both gave that.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.5 if I was being critical. If like all things considered and all the context and I give it a 7.
Oh, if we're being critical.
Shut up,
bro. Honestly,
I want to know what you would give. I'm trying. So if you give that a 4,
yes.
I'm trying to think, man. Wait, what would you give Spider-Man: Far From Home then?
At least a 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I would have given it a 6. Honestly,
yeah,
that's my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just for the way that they executed Mysterio in the fight scenes alone.
The ending was really cool. That was really cool.
Yeah, like I didn't think they was gonna pull it off.
Yeah, but I thought it was. Yeah, I thought that movie was as good as fucking Thor 2, which isn't a bad movie, but I thought it was like mid tier.
The Dark World.
Yeah,
that movie kind of sucked to me.
Rewatch it. It's literally as good as Spider-Man: Far From Home. People just forgot.
Bro, I am rewatching it, and it's fucking dumb. Like the fucking dark elves and shit like that. Like,
yeah, I rewatched that. I was like, I don't know what my issue was with this movie.
They could be way more dangerous, but
I never had a problem with it. I just knew it wasn't as good as it could have been. It's kind of boring. I never had an issue with it though.
Fuck that movie.
Well,
I wanted to skip that movie.
Yeah.
So you're saying you wouldn't have this? You'd watch this on an island movie. This is your like.
So it's weird. I give it a 4, and I might go and watch it again to see if I missed anything, because I definitely missed a whole bunch.
Yeah, nigga, because that shit was
boring. It was boring. It was 4 hours.
Do you want to know my facial expression? Like even like doing like the big fucking fight scene.
Where you sleep?
No, I was looking the whole time. Surprisingly, I was like this. Okay, yeah. Like dead ass, like I'm not even trying to be facetious or anything like that.
No,
but
I feel you.
I was watching it, and the whole fucking Barry Allen's talking about like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and break my rule and just turn back time. I'm like, all right, Cher, if you can turn back
That
time.
scene that scene was so
Literally
dope,
about to
dude.
say that.
That scene was so dope.
Beat me by
man.
2 seconds.
Such a
Pause.
dope scene.
If I could turn back time, face ass, bro.
Man, I feel like y'all should have watched it with people.
Who?
Like that doesn't
For what?
Like it doesn't. I think it would have helped keep you guys along. Like it definitely is like yeesh.
No, I was along the whole time. It was just like
It was long.
it was just. I don't think it would have mattered.
Yeah, it was
I
long.
don't think it would.
Keep
I'd
you
rather
guys
watch
along.
fucking Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider. Like
You still
4
need to see the
times.
second one. We need to watch.
Wait,
that.
you never seen the second one?
Yeah, I saw the second one.
No, you remember when you were like, "What is it?" and you tried to explain. I was like, "No, that's the first one still."
No, I saw the second one. They had the old dude in it.
No, that's the first one.
They had the Undertaker or whatever.
That's the first one.
That's the first one, bro.
Yeah, you gotta see it.
You never seen the second one though.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
watch
like
it. We'll watch it sometime. It's not good, but it's more. He felt more like Ghost Rider in that movie.
Yeah, and I give that movie a 9. Anyway, that's our show for tonight. But anyway, yeah. So closing thoughts. This movie was trash.
Yikes, dude.
Not good.
Not
Yikes.
good.
Listen.
Okay,
listen,
it's
listen.
2-1.
Listen. Okay, it's a movie that has your favorite DC fucking characters.
Ain't my favorite.
That's all that I'm saying.
Look, what I'm gonna say is here. If you didn't like the last 2 movies, you're not gonna like this one, but you'll be surprised how much better it is than the Whedon cut. That is all I will say.
Man, it still is actually good.
Most people don't agree with that. Which is confusing.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was literally one of the best Superman movie that's ever been created. Honestly,
I agree with you.
I don't know. Brandon Ruth's more majestic.
That one actually does get me in the feels. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I watch it now, I'm like Brandon Ruth.
What the fuck is Brandon Ruth, nigga?
The dude from
Dylan
Scott
Dog.
Pilgrim.
we hit him with 2 other movies instead of just answering him. He's in both of those, but he's the tall, long dude.
The one that didn't throw a punch.
Oh,
Yeah, he knew.
yeah, that one sucked dick, homie.
But it was
But
more
when
majestic.
when you watch it again, you're like, oh, like that's such a.
Oh, I
interesting,
wasted
like,
my fucking time.
It's like awesome.
But what would you
it's
rather
a really
do?
cool Christopher Reeves movie. Like
It was like a
homage.
Christian. Yeah, that's
It was
all
actually
it was.
it was kind of beautiful. When
Like
you
looking
watch
back at it, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it a couple times. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of beautiful. It's very like charming, very charming.
Whatever, nigga.
Anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap this up because it was trash. We wasted 4 hours.
Y'all did. Don't put me in that.
You did too. You just don't want to admit it yet.
Nah, I did not.
It's
waste
not
4
gonna
hours of
age
my life.
well.
You don't know
Snyder,
no better.
thanks but no thanks.
Yeah, Snyder.
And yeah, we'll probably have to revisit this soon because apparently Artsy Black, aka Sherman
Yeah,
Henderson,
we need the 4th mic.
apparently wants to give me the smoke on this.
Fourth
and
mic,
I don't
come on,
see.
Sherm.
Yeah, please.
Me and Sherm never get along, but
Tell
we
him-
about to like finally for once agree
Tell
on
him
something.
Tell him to fucking bring it, bro. Cause
Bring it because I told him
No.
on Facebook, there's no way you can justify this shit being 4 hours.
Justice
You
League,
can, you
nigga.
actually can't. I will agree with you. It should not be that long.
It should not be 4 hours.
He's terrible at editing. He has a story. He has an idea.
Fuck
he
that
does
shit.
not know how to condense it.
Fuck
he,
him.
he needs to understand how to like write a clean, concise story. Man of Steel was the closest thing he got.
Isn't he a director though?
He's not good at it.
Maybe
He's
he
good-
should
he's
just
good at
stop that and
directing
work
certain
at
things, but
Panera
not
or
good at-
something.
He's not good at he's good at directing sequences and scenes and ideas, but not like the duration. He just has a stream of ideas and scenes and sequences, and it becomes this
People
long,
normally
bloated
have a
thing.
team of people like, okay, I specifying this thing. Like
They must have
having
took
to
the
flow,
day
having
off.
to connect,
Well,
They took the day off.
specifying like music.
all I know is I'm surprised. I'm even surprised 300 was as short as it was, the first one, because
There's a second one.
yeah, there's 2 of them. The battle of Artemisia or whatever.
There was 300 more.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
was
That's literally what it's called. 300 more.
Oh, I thought y'all was dead ass serious. I was like,
But yeah, I'm
300.
trying to
Psych,
think.
there's more.
Like literally, I'm trying to think of a single Zack Snyder movie that was like actually like really really good.
I don't remember his catalog like that. So
Other
that
th-
says something.
Other
Because
than
Rob Schneider, nigga.
The Watchmen, which was a 1-for-1, almost besides like the raining giant squids and
the
shit.
Watchmen was fucking long as hell too, bro.
It was.
My
Yeah.
body
it?
hurts.
Alan Moore, the content, my body hurts. But the
said my knee
content-
hurt.
The book itself is long, the graphic novel, but even still, he didn't. For diehard people who really dig into Alan Moore and like the graphic novel, they would probably still hate it too. I thought it was a pretty solid shot at that graphic novel compared to like. I think that movie's fire. So, but it's because he was copying somebody. It wasn't his own. Like, you know what I mean? Anytime he does his own thing, it's kind of it has problems. It always has problems. Because even Man still had that stupid scene with Jonathan Kent dying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he has problems. He's not. He's kind of a dummy.
Yeah.
He's got heart. That's the thing I like about him. So anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Heart or not, this movie sucked. It sucked.
I'm gonna put some fart sound effects in here for you. Don't worry.
Here's my radio rant for the night. The movie sucked. It was cheeks. It was like watching two women wash their hair in the toilet bowl. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Toilet bowl.
I'll show you after this. Actually, I sent it to you. It was boring. Golden Girls is way more interesting than this.
Oh man, I'd rather watch Golden Girls.
Shout out to Betty White, though.
Yeah, shout out to Betty White, who's still alive.
Betty White.
I think.
Alive, though.
I don't know. She must be eating grapes or something.
R.P. Betty White, but she ain't dead. She ain't dead yet, but like whenever she died, bro.
So
shout out to Quay for that one.
Whoa,
yeah. So yeah, this movie sucked. We appreciate y'all that listen. If this felt like 4 hours, we apologize because we were talking about a movie that was at least 4 days long.
It took me 3 days, bro.
Yeah. And shout out to all you part-time workers, man. Y'all keep y'all part-time jobs because this movie it ain't worth it.
Nigga, I am a full-time worker, bro.
I ain't talking to you. There's people that work part-time out there. I'm talking to them.
We was talking.
I'm saying I got responsibility.
Okay, you do, but there's people out there that still do, but like part-time. So shout out to y'all because I feel that pain working part-time sometimes. It's like watching this damn movie. It was reminding me of how part-time is fucking painful. And let's see, other rants. Yeah, Justice League is trash. It's just diet Avengers. It's like what seltzer water is to like actual water. It's like the Justice League is seltzer water, and then like Marvel and like the Avengers is like regular water. No, it's actually the Propel water. It's like the flavor water, and then you have the that's what that is. Yeah, fucking yeah, that's a good analogy. Yo, fucking seltzer water tastes like this movie.
Nigga,
hate me,
nigga, I'm thirsty, bro. Yeah, bro, it's literally like TV statics, my guy.
Yo, this movie tastes like coffee before you make it.
That shit dry and bitter.
Yo, oh my god. Or it's like it tastes like pizza before you put it in the oven. I can go on all night, but I'm not going to. Anyway, if y'all listening, we appreciate you. We love you. Come back for another episode. Until then, we are out. It's your boy on the mic, Radio SR.
Justice?
Yeah, we need justice for watching that damn movie. Esco.
Yeah.
Let's go. But let's not go watch that movie again.
Let's Pokemon and go.
Ooh, we.